In the stillness of early August 2025, a quiet wave began to ripple across social media platforms. There was no official press release, no grand announcement on national TV, yet fans felt it. Something was coming. On August 1st, an update dropped silently into the Ducket app. Jimin of BTS had been nominated for the Boy Solo Popularity Award at the 2025 K-World Dream Awards. At first, it was a whisper. A few tweets, some excited Weavers posts, and curious Instagram stories. But in less than 24 hours, that whisper exploded into a roar. Armies around the world mobilized as if they had been waiting all year for this exact moment. This wasn't just a nomination. For millions of fans, it was a declaration. Jimin is back. It had been nearly 2 years since Jimin last stood on stage as a soloist. His debut solo album, Face, had rocked the charts back in 2023, earning critical acclaim and global love. Then came Muse in 2024, his lyrical masterpiece that proved he wasn't just an idol. He was an artist, a storyteller, and a soul that poured emotion into every beat. But after all the light, there came silence. In July 2024, Jimin enlisted in the military, just as fans had begun to dream of a full solo world tour. Though they understood and respected his duty, his absence left a gap, a quiet, aching space in the hearts of millions. For months, fans clung to past performances, photos, and short Weavers posts. They counted the days. They trended his name. They waited. And on June 11, 2025, when news broke that Jimin had completed his military service, the world erupted. Tears, laughter, joy. It wasn't just about a man finishing his duty. It was about a star returning home to the sky. That's why this nomination feels different. It's not just an award, it's a symbol. The Boy Solo Popularity Award may seem like a simple category, but to armies, it represents something profound. Recognition of Jimin's artistry, loyalty, and strength, even after a year away from the spotlight. Within hours of the nomination announcement, voting guides in multiple languages flooded Twitter and TikTok. Indonesian fans launched coordinated voting squads. Latin American armies held online live countdowns. Korean fans designed printable posters and cafe banners. American and European fans reached out to newbies, teaching them how to vote daily. Across every time zone, Jimin's name climbed faster than ever. One fan commented, "He may have been away, but his presence never left us. Now it's our turn to show the world how much he means to us." What is it about Jimin that inspires such devotion? Is it his voice? The ethereal falsetto that dances between pain and power? Is it his performances? Fluid, emotional, often heart-wrenching in their vulnerability? Or is it the way he speaks? Quiet, sincere, always grateful? Perhaps it's all of that. Or perhaps it's simpler. Jimin doesn't just perform, he connects. Whether in front of 60,000 people or through a single live stream, Jimin gives everything. Fans remember the 2023 encore stage of Like Crazy, where he sang with tears in his eyes. They remember the behind-the-scenes clip of him staying late in the dance studio, adjusting one move over and over until it felt just right. They remember the handwritten letter he posted before enlistment, promising, "I'll come back stronger. Just wait for me." And now, he has. The K-World Dream Awards operate on a fierce, limited-time voting system. With semifinals now live, the pressure is on. Every day counts. Every vote matters. Some fans have set alarms at 3 a.m. just to cast their votes at reset. Others created Jimin voting rooms on Discord and Telegram, where thousands coordinate efforts, share tips, and keep morale high. Fan bases like PJM1 Global, PJM Armies, and Jimin Union launched joint campaigns, including incentives like giveaways and customized merchandise for top voters. Even fans who had gone semi-inactive during Jimin's military period returned with full force. They called it our comeback with him. One Indonesian fan wrote on X, formerly Twitter, "He gave us strength for years. Now we vote not just to help him win, but to tell him we never left." This nomination isn't just about music. It's about legacy. Jimin represents a generation of idols who grew from performers into full-fledged artists, who served their country and came back not to reclaim the spotlight, but to rebuild it on their own terms. If he wins, it will be more than a trophy. It will be history. A milestone marking the return of one of South Korea's most beloved sons. And even if he doesn't take home the award, the love, the numbers, and the passion of the people have already spoken loudly. Jimin is not just popular, he's unforgettable.
As the clock ticks toward the end of the semifinal round, tension grows. Who will make it to the finals? Can armies keep the momentum? What will Jimin say if he wins? There is no confirmation yet on whether Jimin will attend the awards show in person. Some fans speculate he might appear in a surprise performance or even deliver a speech through video. Others whisper about a potential solo comeback stage. Nothing is confirmed. Everything is possible. And that, perhaps, is what makes it so thrilling. Because Jimin is a mystery. Not because he hides himself, but because his depth cannot be measured in trophies or titles. He lives in the hearts of those who felt his music. He thrives in the spaces between silence and sound. To close this chapter, in the present, here is a message one fan wrote that now circulates across fan pages in every language. To Jimin, you may be one man among billions, but to us, you're everything. This nomination is not the peak of your success. It's the beginning of your new era. We waited, we missed you, and now we rise again with you. Whatever happens, we are proud, forever. As August rolls on, anticipation continues to build. Whether Jimin wins or not, his name is already etched into the story of 2025's most emotional comeback. Fans await a potential new solo album in 2026, a group tour, and more collaborative surprises that only BTS can deliver. But for now, in this moment, one thing is clear. The world is watching. Jimin is shining, and the comeback has only just begun. Jimin has never been one to chase trophies. He's always said in interviews that the connection with fans matters more than numbers. But that doesn't mean recognition doesn't carry weight, especially now. This isn't just any award. This isn't just another year. This is the first time Jimin has been nominated for a major popularity-based solo award since returning from the military. And unlike awards given by panels or internal judges, the Boy Solo Popularity Award is powered entirely by fans. There's no jury, no backstage politics. Just ARMY versus the world. And in that lies something sacred. Agency. Fans get to decide what message they want to send to the world. By voting Jimin, they're not just choosing a favorite. They're saying, we haven't forgotten. We were here before the military. We stayed, and we're still here now. To an outsider, voting might sound like clicking a button a few times a day. But within ARMY circles, the process is an orchestrated, cross-continental battle plan. Telegram groups update hourly progress. Google spreadsheets track individual user stats. Digital banners are created and circulated within fan bases. Voting shifts are assigned. Team Asia covers midnight to 7 a.m. Team US and EU carries the rest. There are rules, tools, timers, bots, used only to remind, not cheat. And most importantly, passion. Even the most casual fans are pulled in by the emotional energy. One fan from Brazil said, I haven't voted in any awards for years, but when I saw Jimin's name on that list, I felt like I had to do something. I couldn't just sit back. Others compare it to the feeling of watching their child graduate. It's personal, emotional, historic. This isn't just about winning an award. It's about finishing the story that was paused in 2024. For over a year, Jimin's voice disappeared from live performances. Fans rewatched old fan cams on loop. His Set Me Free Part 2 performance at M Countdown, the delicate choreography of Serendipity, the haunting notes of Promise. Every replay felt both a comfort and a loss. So when his nomination appeared, many fans felt a sense of bittersweet revival. He may not be physically back on stage just yet, but his name is. His voice is starting to echo again through playlists, streaming charts, and fan edits. His presence, once reduced to memory, now lives in real time again. Slowly, piece by piece, Jimin is being reassembled in the public eye, and the Boys Solo Popularity Award is part of that rebirth. With all the love pouring in, one question quietly echoes in the background. How does Jimin feel about it all? Historically, Jimin has been deeply self-critical. He has spoken openly about anxiety, perfectionism, and the fear of disappointing fans. Even at the height of BTS's global fame, he confessed he felt he hadn't done enough. So how must it feel to return from military service, an experience that strips idols of their stage identity, and see millions of fans still standing at the gate, waiting? It must be overwhelming. It must be beautiful. It must be terrifying. And yet, fans hope Jimin understands one thing. He doesn't need to prove anything. He has already done enough, just by being him.